Hey guys, Zaki from ZJ Building. I've just arrived at site and I was just thinking about estimating and project costs and cost blowouts and everything. And this is something that we come across so often because there's a lot of confusion around what people think it's going to cost, what it's actually going to cost, the advice they get through the design process. So I'm going to break it down for you. So here's a story I hear so often. People come to us with plans and they have a budget in mind. They might be thinking they want to spend 350 grand. They got their plans, the architect told them, yep, that's what it's going to cost. So off they go. They come to us, they show us their plans and we give them a quote and it ends up being like 500,000 or 600,000 way over their budget. This happens so much more often than you think, and I'm going to explain why. I know what most homeowners want though. They just want to know what their project's going to cost. And it's a bit more complicated than that. You can't just look at a set of plans and come up with a fixed price quote. It becomes a process and there's stages to it. So we break down our pricing process into different stages and I'm going to explain to you what they are. Okay, so our estimating process is broken down into 3 stages. Stage 1 is literally just a conversation. So over the phone, we're going to listen to what you want to do in terms of what you want to achieve out of your project. And we can easily look at a floor plan through realestate.com. You can explain to us what you want to achieve. We can kind of make some comparisons to past jobs and we can just tell you what those jobs cost, what a comparable project was worth. This is not necessarily a quoting process, but it is an expectation setup which forms part of making sure the project's viable from a cost point of view. And then stage 2, once we have some plans together through our preliminary process, we have a set of drawings that now reflect exactly what you want to do. Then we can do what's called a QBE, a quality build estimate, or a preliminary estimate. This is a process we go through where we break down your project in all the different sections and stages of all the construction areas that we're working on, and we assign budgets and rates based on our experience, based on past projects, based on real data that we have across all of our past projects. And this is going to give you a range, a low-end range and a high-end range of where we think this project's going to land in terms of final build cost. Okay, and our third process comes towards the end of your detailed documentation. At that point, we've got all the engineering, all of the selections, and we're going to go through and do a full quantity estimate on exactly what it is you want to build. This is going to be a very involved process where we actually engage with an external estimator. They're going to go through and quantify all of your materials, all of your subcontractor costs and everything that's involved in the project. We are going to go to site with some of the trades and actually get them to scope the project and get their expert opinion on exactly what the scope needs to be and get them to quote fixed price on their parts, things like electricians, plumbers, demolition contractors. And then we are going to estimate all of our own internal labour. The biggest risk in any project is labour, and as we work through a design and construct process, we get to understand your project very, very deeply. And so then we can allocate all the labour that's required to complete your project to the standard that you want. Then once we've got all our prices together, we're going to sit down with you in a room and just show you everything where we're at up on the screen. We price open book, so you are going to see exactly what every single cost is costing. We're going to itemize our margin, itemize all the labour, itemize absolutely everything so that all the fear of being ripped off just washes away. You can see exactly where all your money's going and we can move forward and value manage if we need to. So it's so important for custom projects to break down your pricing stage into different stages so that more detail can be added as you start to move through design. It's so important to set expectations early, move through to preliminary estimates, and then get into the finer detail once all of the deal breakers and the budget expectations have been resolved. That way, you, the client, is on track to expect what the real build cost is going to be. There's no surprises at the end of the day, and if you still need to value manage the project, it's all open book and we're able to do that very easily. So this stage approach to estimating is something that we have curated over many, many years of trying to deliver estimates to clients and work through all the different budgets and try to give as much clarity and set expectations as well as we can. There's so many ways we've tried. This way works so well because it's just completely transparent and it's a staged approach. So at any point along the way, we are easily able to value manage and turn confusion into clarity. And that's how we do it. So if this sounds like a process you want to get involved with for your project, check out our website, go in there, there's a heap of free resources, download our ebook or request a consultation, and we'll talk to you soon.